Hey guys, I am back for the final day of our Maui IPA series, and I hope that you guys have had a lot of aha moments and a lot of just peace that comes from knowing that this business is about learning and following and teaching simple systems that when you hone in on them and when you follow them, you can have a lot of success in this business. And so hopefully you have learned that. And today is going to be another part of inviting, but it's going to be a little different than what we talked about on Wednesday. So, just to recap, each day we've been talking about an important system and skill in your business. And Monday we talked about messaging, cold messaging without the cringe. We talked about making that ask and finding those people who are open to hearing more about Plexus. On Tuesday, Meredith did a fantastic job of explaining what to do and the flow chart to follow when people are open to hearing more. But sometimes, as you've seen, you can share the story, you can show them what we've got, and they're just not quite ready to order. And that's when you invite them to come to the Thursday Zoom. And by hearing those people's stories, a lot of times that will help them go ahead and give them that final push they need to make that decision. But there's also something else that we can invite them to, and that is our Sunday night How to Make $300 Business Opportunity Zoom. Now, there's two categories of people that you are going to want to think about inviting to these Zooms. Number one, every new customer, every new VIP should get an invite to this Zoom. It is on the onboarding checklist. I will show you where that is. And you want to make sure to invite every new VIP to the Sunday night Zoom. Now, you can decide which week you want to invite them, but I think that everybody needs to know that they have an opportunity to make money with Plexus. You don't need to decide for them. Besides, a lot of times if you decide for them, you'll decide wrong. Like they might actually be interested. So many times the people that you think will be interested in this business opportunity are not. And the people that you think would never do something like this are the ones that end up doing it. So your job is just to invite and give everyone a chance to learn and hear for themselves. So that's category number one of people that are going to need to be invited to this business opportunity Zoom. Category number two is people that you've been talking to about the business opportunity. Just like when you're following the flow chart for recruiting, when you follow the flow chart for the business and somebody's open to more information, you need to connect them with more information. So, one of the best ways to give them more information is to invite them to our Sunday night Zooms. What I like to do is designate Friday my day to invite people to the business Zooms. So, on Fridays, I go back and look at new customers that I have not invited to the business Zoom or that have not made it to the business Zoom, and I invite them. And then I also think back to if there's anybody that has been that we've been talking about the business that's been interested in the business or open to learning how to make money, and then I invite them. But then also the last thing I do is kind of like with cold messaging without the cringe. I look at the people who are going to be sharing on that Sunday Zoom. That's always going to be posted in Team Abundant Life, and you'll be able to look at the graphic. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. And you will be, you look at the people that are sharing and you look at their stories, and I want you to think about, well, who is somebody that could relate to this story? And then I want you to send an invite and a graphic to that story. Okay, so let me show you a few of the things that we're talking about and where to find them, because part of the whole point of doing the series was to show you how to utilize the simple systems. So we're going to share my screen here and we're going to go back to boards, and I'm going to show you, we're back at the Opportunity Seekers board. We're going to go back to Aubrey's Biz Builders board folder. We're going to click on that, and we're still in the inviting system. Okay. So we're in the inviting system and we have a folder for Sunday Business Zoom. So we're going to click on that, and we've got a folder called Invite Messages. So you've got several different options, and you can just pick one of these options. So option one says, hey, me and a few of my friends are doing a 15-minute call this Sunday evening to show you how you could earn 300 in less than a week. It's going to be super fast and fun. Would you like to hop on and check it out? That's an easy one. You could send that to your VIP customers, or you could send that to somebody that you've been talking to about the business. Um, Option two, this is kind of a cold message. It's been a while. I've been thinking about you a ton because why ever you're thinking about them. Because You really like them. You know that they're, really busy. You admire and respect them. I don't know. You just say, I have no idea if you keep your options open for another stream of income, but with the economy right now and the craziness we're living in, I'd probably put a laugh emoji there or a face palm emoji. I'm curious if you'd be open to see how we are using Plexus to fill that gap. That's another option. Option number 3. This is longer. This just gives you a way to kind of like build somebody up and edify them and talk about how amazing they are. It's a little longer than I'd probably use, but it's an option. And then option number 4 is just another example of a cold message to somebody saying, hey, I think you'd be amazing at this. Are you open to checking it out? Um, Also, I think it'd be super easy to send the picture, the graphic, and say, hey, we're having this short call on you could send this message basically. We're doing this short call. It's going to be super fast and fun. I would say I thought of you because you're a teacher like Melissa, or you a teacher like Melissa was, and I thought you could relate to her story. Would you like to hop on and check it out? Like, it'd be super easy to throw the graphic in and add that. Okay. So um to show you what that looks like, we're going to go to Facebook here, and I've got so many messages going on. You can see I got a knot right now. Okay, so if you go to Team Abundant Life, that's our team Facebook page. And if we go there, we're going to see right here. Every week we post these. It looks like this. So if you click on this, you can see Whitney researched a bunch of network marketing companies. Tamara was penny pinching and in debt because of her husband's medical loans. Like, you could send somebody this graphic and say, I thought of you because, your husband went to medical school and I thought you might could relate to her story. Over here, we've got Emily Burgess, and she was a skeptic and was on an extremely tight ministry budget. Guess what? You could send that and say, hey, I thought of you because she's a ministry wife too. And I just know you would love her because she is the sweetest. And I just was curious if you would, be able to hop on this with us. So that's some ways that I use this. All right. And then, so you can do that. And then if you go back to that board, oh, I hit the wrong button. If we go back to that board, let's go back to that board. Board, I've got so many little things open here. Okay, there we go. Go back to the board. So we're at the board now. So that's how to invite. Okay. So then we've got the same thing. If they say yes, these are all the invite messages. Okay. If they say yes, then I want you to do the same thing that you did for the Thursday Zooms. I want you to make a list of people who say they're coming. And then I want you to set a reminder, tell them you're going to remind them, and then you can send them the link right before it starts, or send them the information right before it starts. And we actually have, I'm going to share the screen again. We're just going to go back and forth. I'm going to give you all whiplash from sharing the screen or not sharing the screen. Okay, so right here in the Sunday Biz Zoom folder, we've actually got the link, and they can just click that link and go to that Zoom. Okay. So you're going to get them to go to that Zoom. They show up at the Zoom. Same thing as the Thursday Zoom. We're not going to go through that again. But if they say yes to the Zoom, you can go right here. And then when they say yes, you can say, I'm really excited. Can't wait to see you. Here's the password. Okay. So you can follow this flow chart and send that if they say yes. And then after they attend, you can send this. I saw you're on the Zoom. Here's a message to send right after they're on the Zoom. Like, we give you exactly what to say. If they did not attend the Zoom, okay, ask them if they'll watch the recording. If they saw the Zoom and they attended, but they're not interested. And then this shows you how to default to the products, okay? And then after they share what they loved, then you could tell them that this is what you can say if they share what they loved and you want to help them get going with the how to earn messages. If they haven't ordered already, if they're new, then you can help them go ahead and get started and get a pack. If they've already ordered, then you can talk about the how to earn messages. And then if we go back to that main thing, and this is just a flow chart that you can print out that tells you exactly what to do. Once you send them an invitation, if they say yes, if they say no, and then if they don't reply at all, like, these are things that you can do with that. And it's so great because we tell you exactly what to do. And then If they are interested and they are already a VIP, then you can give them the text to earn number and text the word earn to this number to opt in. Do not use any emojis or punctuations. And here's the number. Okay. So literally, like, we tell you everything. Now, maybe they have objections. So here's some objections. I don't have time. I will use feel felt found for this. You can say, I absolutely relate to how you feel. I'm really busy too, but what if I could show you how you could be successful with just 30 minutes a day? Not a salesperson, tried other products before, need results first, already healthy. We have responses to all of those. So hopefully you see that the Sunday night Zooms are an incredible thing to invite people to that are in those three categories. Number one, people who you have um, signed up recently, your VIP customers that you have not invited, invite some of them. If you just invited, if they just joined in the past week or two, get them invited. If they're people that have never gone, never been invited, invite them. Okay. That's category one. Category number two, anybody that you've talked about the business to, anybody that has been interested in the business or expressed an interest in the business. You want to invite those people. Number three, look at the graphic for the week and anyone who comes to mind that could relate to their story. Okay. I did get somebody on that way once. I said, literally, I said, she reminds me, she's a cute Southern blonde lady and reminds me of you. And she did get on. You never know. Just try. Okay. So you send those invites, those invite messages, ideas are in the invite message folder. Then you go to follow up scripts, and that's going to tell you what to do if they say yes or if they say no. And then once they join the call, if they say yes and they are on the call, then also in follow up script's going to tell you if they say yes, if they don't, and then once they're on the call, it tells you what messages to send if they were on the call, if they said yes, but they didn't show up on the call, or if they said yes, showed up in the call and weren't interested. Okay. So it tells you all those things and you just follow that script. Okay. So your homework for today is to invite 5 people to the Zoom. You can invite more than that. I would love it if you invite more than that, but your homework, your assignment is to invite 5 people. If you're struggling with what to say to invite them, I should be on a plane, I think, by the time you're watching this. I may be asleep, but I might be on a plane. And so feel free to message me if you don't know what to say. Message in the Golds chat, message in your Rally chat, message in your Silver VIP chat, Silver Sellers. Ask people, what message would you send to invite? But help each other, come up with messages. But you want to invite 5 people to the Sunday Zoom. Remember, you can think about people that have just joined. Anybody that's new needs to be invited. Okay. They might say no. That's okay. Your job isn't to make them say yes. Your job is to invite them to hear more, to not decide for them, to shuck every oyster because some of those oysters are going to have pearls inside them and you're never going to know if you don't shuck every one. So invite those people. Number 2, invite people that you've been talking about the business to. Number 3, look at the picture. See who comes to mind. Ask God who you need to invite and then send them a message. Say, I saw this and I thought of you. Do you happen to be free to listen in? I mean, it's only 15 minutes. And I promise you, they're incredible. Melissa has done a fantastic job of organizing it and structuring it. So they provide incredible value every single time. And you are not going to be sad that you invited people to it. So when you have sent your messages, when you've invited your people, I want you to comment, invited 5 people or invited 7 people or 10 people, however many you invited. And then, like we did on Wednesday, I want you to comment when people say yes and say, got 1 yes, got 2 yeses. And if you get no's, that's okay too, because your job is just to invite. Okay. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. And I can't wait to see how exciting this is for you and your team. Because don't forget, if you have a team, you need to get them to watch this video. You need to get them to understand the system. You need to get them to use the system with you. Because the secret to success in network marketing is that there's not a secret. It's just learning the simple systems, getting really good at the simple systems, and then teaching other people the simple systems. Okay, love you guys. Comment when you finish. Remember to make sure to comment on all the videos that you've done, all the assignments, because we're going to give away something fun from Maui.